Hey guys, and welcome back to Thrill Source. So today's video is on the newly announced closure of Witch's Wheel at Cedar Point. This is a Huss enterprise that has operated at the park since 1977, but it was just announced that it would close Labor Day weekend 2018. So let's jump into my thoughts on this new development. But first, let's talk about the ride itself. The ride starts off spinning. You gradually build up speed, and then the ride tilts upward to a position perpendicular to the ground. You keep looping over and over, before coming back down and gradually slowing as you descend. So it spins, goes up, and comes back down. It's a fairly simple ride, but it is actually fairly fun. In its time at Cedar Point, it has become an icon among park guests. However, this ride has low ridership. What I mean by that is, this ride never has a line. Even on fairly crowded days, no one wants to ride this thing. For some reason, it's developed a reputation for being a bad ride, but it isn't. It having a low ridership was probably one of the main factors that caused Cedar Point to close this ride. But what might be the other factors? Like I said, this is a Huss enterprise that opened in 1977. So that means that when it closes, it would have operated at the park for 41 years. That's absolutely insane. Since it's so old, this ride has probably completed its service life. Rides like this can only run for a certain number of years, so maybe it isn't healthy to operate this ride anymore. However, this might not be the case. I visited Winter Chill Out at the park this year for the first time, and one of the things that they told us about was that Witch's Wheel was receiving a new paint job. Now this has me confused. Why would Cedar Point spend money repainting a ride that they were going to close a few months later? Well, Cedar Point probably wanted to make the ride look nice, because they might be putting the ride up for sale. Typically, parks only make closing attractions look nice when they want to grab the attention of potential buyers. And Cedar Point did just that. So who knows? Witch's Wheel might be relocated to another park somewhere in the world, maybe even another Cedar Fair park. Nothing is confirmed yet, but we will have to wait and see. Now getting to what I think will replace it, it will most likely not be a roller coaster. They just got Steel Vengeance in 2018, and they're probably going to get a roller coaster in 2020 for their 150th anniversary. Plus, the land that Witch's Wheel sits on isn't very big at all, so I think a roller coaster is out of the question. What I think we could see here is another thrilling flat ride or a family ride. One ride that I would love to see here would be a Huss Top Scan. If you've ridden Shockwave at Canada's Wonderland, or Electrospin at Carowinds, this is what I'm talking about. These are very fun rides, and they have high ridership. Not only do the enthusiasts like them, but they do very well among the general public. I've wanted one of these to come to the park for a while, so I hope we will finally receive one in 2019. If we don't get a Top Scan, I could also see a Zamperla Endeavor, the second generation Enterprise ride, or a family ride. Whatever it might be, I hope it'll be fun and thrilling and a great addition to the park. The last thing I want to mention is that Cedar Point has added a sign and a few rooms near the ride relating to the closure. I think these are just Easter eggs and a fun sign telling people that the ride is closing. So I don't think it relates to the new ride coming, and I don't think it's any teasers to pay special attention to. So what are your thoughts on this closure? What do you think is coming? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Go subscribe to my personal YouTube at Mr. Amusement, and on Instagram at Mr. Amusement Media. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a thrilling day.